All right, old school NBA fans, self-researched NBA facts. Got another video for you. As always, thanks to anybody who watches my videos, subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. In this video here, I saw an old clip, and this isn't news, and you guys probably heard this a couple years back. Shannon Sharpe was responding to something LeBron James said. LeBron James basically said he didn't need Miami to be the GOAT. And Shannon Sharpe, surprisingly, pushed back on that. I got tons of issues with this. He pushed back on it, and Stephen Smith added his usual trying to straddle both sides of the fence, keep the MJ crowd happy, keep the LeBron crowd happy. That's just what he does. Him and Chris Broussard, they think they're slick, but to me, they're the worst ones. At least Shannon Sharpe and Nick Wright, have conviction behind their BS, and Kendrick Perkins, they pretty consistent through everything they say. But Broussard, Stephen A. Smith, these guys trying to straddle back and forth. Oh, LeBron's great. He's almost the GOAT. Okay. So first off, let me play the clip so you guys know exactly what the context of this is.
Yes.
Do you agree with what LeBron said about his time in Miami?
Hell no, I vehemently disagree. I strenuously disagree with what he said. At the time that he had arrived in Miami, he had two regular season MVPs and one finals appearance through his first 7 seasons. LeBron, do you realize the reason why you got into the GOAT conversation? Because of what transpired in Miami? You won 2 more finals MVPs. You won 2 more regular season MVPs. You went to 4 straight finals. LeBron, how can you say that your career was going to be the same without going to Miami? LeBron, I'm not so sure, had you not gone to Miami, how do I make a compelling case, and I can argue any case before the Supreme Court, how do I make a case that he's a top 5 player if he doesn't go to Miami, Stephen A? I don't understand why LeBron wants to be so dismissive. Okay, I get it. You dislike Pat Riley. Pat Riley didn't give you the latitude that Cleveland, like the Lakers, do. I get everything that you're saying from that aspect, but to sit there and sit in front of the media and say your career was going to be the career. Come on, LeBron, man, you got to stop this. It's okay to give the Miami Heat the credit that they deserve.
Man, I almost caught a heart attack. I cannot believe I am so proud of you right now. I thought you were going to disagree. This touches my heart, Shannon Sharpe. I didn't believe you were capable of such a thing.
Hey, come on.
With LeBron, we are marching locks. It's supposed to be a debate show. But damn it, ain't no debate here.
No.
Because you're 1,000% correct. What the hell is wrong with you, LeBron? What the hell is wrong with you? Let me tell y'all something. LeBron James loses in Boston. When he goes to Miami, how does it happen? You got James Dolan talking about making him a billionaire. That didn't work. You got other teams looking at him. Pat Riley rolled up and put rings on the table.
Right.
Do you want these? Okay. Well, here's how you get them. Now, obviously, I've broken the story about how he's going to end up taking his talents to South Beach. But make no mistake about it. Do y'all understand the greatness of a Hall of Famer by the name of Dwyane Wade?
Yeah.
He was a great player. He was a great leader. James is a talent. Mentally, he was warped. He was scared to shoot free throws. He was scared to really take the bull by the horn. Give me the rock. I'm that dude. I'm that man. Okay? So much so that even after they lost in the finals to Dallas, when Jason Terry was guarding him in the post in the 4th quarter.
And J.J. Barea.
And J.J. Barea, okay? Como style, by the way. The bottom line is this. When that happened, the following year, All-Star Weekend, and I've said this many times, LeBron James got the ball in his hands. The late, great Kobe Bryant claps his hands, let's go, and defended them. An exhibition All-Star game to just having a good time. And he threw the ball in the corner, and it was a turnover. And Melo, D. Wade, Kobe, everybody descended on LeBron. What's the matter with you? He was warped. And that is why, Shannon Sharpe, I haven't given him the title as GOAT, because I got to take into account all of those things before you started winning championships. And what I'm saying is that he's been going against Jordan and those brothers with that kind of mentality before he ever won a championship. He'd have never won one. They'd have shut it down because they'd have snatched his heart. But because he got to Miami and learned what it took to be a champion, he's been unstoppable since.
So there it is. That's how these guys feel. I'm not even sure where to begin to pick this apart. Shannon Sharpe is saying that without the trip to Miami, the 4 years he spent there, he can't make even a top 5 case for LeBron James. Where I'm saying even with Miami, he does not have a top 5 case. Because I don't believe with the amount of firepower he had on that team, he enhanced his legacy at all. Yeah, he won a back-to-back. They created that super team with one thing in mind: to win championships. That's what it was all about. They won 2 out of 4. I think that's a semi-failure. They had clearly 2 of the 3 best players in the league, and that's all they could really come up with. 2011 was there for the taking. They were easily the most dominant team. It was hard to stop both LeBron and Wade, along with Chris Bosh. They had an unbelievable team, the number 1 net rated team in 2011. In 2012, they go out and acquire, they already had Mike Miller, but they go out and acquire Shane Battier. So now they got a defensive stopper, really good defender, and a guy who can light up the threes like he did in the finals in 2012. He shot lights out. Mike Miller too, actually. So then in 2013, the rich get richer. They acquire Ray Allen, weakens Boston, who really was kind of fading anyway, but now you sang their funeral at that point. You bring in the Birdman to give you some upfront depth, and then just for good measure, why not? How about Rashard Lewis, another really good shooter, former multi-time All-Star, just for good measure. Why not? Just pick him up, just in case, one of the other great shooters they have, like Battier, Miller, all these three-point shooters, Norris Cole, Mario Chalmers, all these shooters, James Jones, just in case one of them guys gets hurt or something, we'll have a 5th guy, Ray Allen, who can come off the bench. I mean, just insane how much shooting depth they had. And people actually with a straight face talk about Steve Kerr and Judd Bushler. Like, they had shooters for days. It wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. They had 5, 6 snipers come off the bench. So in LeBron James's 18 seasons outside of Miami, counting this year. Now, we don't know what's going to happen this year yet. That's true. That's the only, caveat, unknown factor to all this. In his 18 years, LeBron James won 2 championships, 2 finals MVPs, and 2 MVPs. Now, of course, they were both against 2016 Warriors. We know about the circumstances. I've done videos. You know about that. And the 2020 pandemic. You know all about that weird stuff with no road games, playing in a Disney bubble, the injuries to Miami. You know about all that. I'm not going to get into it. 18 seasons, that's what he's got. 2 championships, 2 finals MVPs, and 2 MVPs. Now, that's pretty much Akeem Olajuwon's resume on a way weaker supporting cast. Also, individual accolades. LeBron James, 1 scoring title, 1 assist title, 2 first-team all-defenses. That's what he's got outside of Miami. That's it. That's his resume. Really? That's what you got? Since everybody on those media, those guys there, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharpe, they debate Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. That's the only 2 people in the conversation, which is just so ridiculous. So there's people in the media, there's people, in the comments, fans, who honestly believe that the Bulls from 96 to 98 was some kind of a super team because they picked up Dennis Rodman on a trade for Will Perdue. San Antonio couldn't control Rodman. He was, didn't have much value to them because of that reason. They were basically to the point of just trade him, whatever you can get for him, fine, whatever, just get rid of him. That was their attitude. The fact that the Bulls, Phil Jackson, Michael Jordan, Pippen, whatever, they got him in line, and now it's a super team because Jordan maximized that player at an advanced age. Most guys are slowing down, if not in their twilight, between 35 to 37 years old. But Rodman was playing, really good. But then Tony Kukoc and Ron Harper, Luke Longley. What makes it a super team? Just because they added a middle-aged Dennis Rodman? I think it's ridiculous. But whatever. I'm going to play along the game with you guys. So Jordan had some phony, fake super team between 96 and 98. Fine. I'm going to take that out. Didn't happen, okay? So now let's look, what did Jordan do when he wasn't on this alleged phantom super team? In the 12 years, well, actually it was 10 years and 2 quarter seasons, but we're going to call it 12 anyway. LeBron would have played 50% more of a career, his 18 years versus Jordan's 12. So he's got 50% more than Jordan does. So Jordan, outside of the 96 to 98 in the 12 years, won 3 championships, which was a three-peat, the only one that happened in 30 years? The only one in a 30-year period, the only three-peat, okay? All 3 finals MVPs. He won 7 scoring titles, 3 steals titles, a defensive player of the year, and 6 first team all defense. I'd say that's pretty strong. On an individual head-to-head basis, Jordan has 1 more championship, 1 more finals MVPs, 6 more scoring titles. He's got 3 steal titles to LeBron's 1 assist title. Jordan's got 6 first team all defense. LeBron's got 2. You tell me, there is no comparison. None. So against teams that had a first team all NBA player on them, LeBron is 2-6 outside of Miami. He beat 2 teams that had a first team all NBA player on it in 8 tries. That's it. 2. And I believe one of those was like 2020 James Harden, and I think the other one was probably 2016 Steph Curry. That's it. That's the 2 he beat. Michael Jordan, on the other hand, outside of 96 and 98, 6-3 against teams with first team all NBA. And that also includes the 87 Celtics that had 2 first team all NBA players on it. But we're just counting it as 1 because it's 1 team. Okay, fine. So you got 2-6 or 6-3. All right. Versus top 5 net rated teams outside of Miami for LeBron, outside of 96 to 98 for Jordan. LeBron's record against top 5 net rated teams, not surprisingly, is 6-9. Michael Jordan is 8-7. He's got a winning record against top 5 net rated teams outside of 96 to 98. How many times were these guys on a top 5 net rated team? In 18 seasons, LeBron James was on 5 of them. In 12 seasons, Michael Jordan was on 4 of them. So LeBron only played on 5 net rated teams, okay? But regardless of how many years these two were evaluating, he still had more top 5 net rated teams that he was on. And Jordan only had the 4. So LeBron has 2 championships out of 5 times being a top 5 net rated team. Jordan has 3 championships out of 4 times being on a top 5 net rated team. So that right there shows you LeBron James had definitely more cracks of being on a better team than Jordan did, but cashed in less championships. And don't give me the junk about finals competition, because we're not just looking at finals, we're looking at everything. And I'm sorry, but his competition overall just doesn't stack up. He had some really weak competition before and after Miami. He just did. So I don't know how these people with a straight face can sit there and say, I can't make a case top 5. So they're probably just looking at like accolades, or I don't know what they're looking at exactly. But even with the super team in Miami, LeBron just comes up short. So outside of the alleged super team for Jordan and LeBron, Jordan has a much better resume. You throw the super teams in, it just gets better for Jordan. LeBron had 2 championships on Miami. Jordan had 3. LeBron 2 finals MVPs. Jordan 3. LeBron had 2 league MVPs. Jordan also had 2. Jordan had 3 first team all defenses. LeBron also had 3 first team all defenses. So again, Jordan's is better. He's got more championships. And that was only in 3 years instead of 4 for LeBron. So once again, another narrative completely shredded only because these guys do this stuff to themselves. Miami didn't change anything because you have to take it in the context of they were on a super team. LeBron formed a super team, which weakened the competition in his conference simultaneously while being a really strong team with strong players on it. I mean, what are we saying here? How on earth does it matter whether LeBron was on a Miami team or not? So basically now we're not even worried about if somebody wants to form a super team. Doesn't matter. You just, like Kevin Durant, he's got 2 rings. If we look at Kevin Durant as straight up winning a back-to-back and 2 finals MVPs and all that, well, he's probably right outside the top 10 then. No, but most reasonable people realize he only did that because he joined a championship-level team already, and then he swoops in and just cashes in on the accolades. Not that different what the LeBron did here. Dwyane Wade was already a champion, a finals MVP, a scoring champion, all NBA. He was number 2 or 3 in PER going into the 2010-2011 season. I mean, you have a stud top 3-4 player on your team and another top 12 player on your team. I mean, why are we not considering this? Shannon Sharpe acts like it's just a continuation of Cleveland or something. No context at all for that. And Stephen A. Smith over there, he makes me sick. Over there talking about, oh, yeah, his greatness, he dominated, couldn't be stopped. He was stopped by everybody for the last 10 years. He's got 2 championships, one because of a suspension and an injury, and the other one because of a virus. That's the 2 championships that Mr. Unstoppable has, while playing with some of the best players in the league. In the last 10 years, where do we rank Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, and Anthony Davis? They got to be all 3 in the top 25, right? Kevin Love was ridiculous on Minnesota. Again, if LeBron can't maximize this guy, that's on him. You don't just say, well, this is the version of Kevin Love. It's like, well, why was he that the version? Why wasn't he even better version? Joining Mr. makes his teammates better that I've heard so many people say, which is just retarded, stupid logic. But anyway, sorry about the rant. That's all I got for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you wouldn't mind sharing the video, that would be great. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I've been giving daily content. And that's it. Until next time.